Hello everybody, welcome back for our second match of our tie. New York Atlantics against the Miami Padel Club, and what a game match we have for you now. Lucas Campagnolo and John Sanz, obviously former Miami player, traded over the winter along with Ari Sanchez against Alonso and Augustin Tapia. Basically, to explain it, the winner of this match will go into the final if they win in 2 sets. Cancun are already assured of a place in the final with Franco and Maxi Arce, but they will be joined by either New York or Miami if the winner wins in 2 sets. If he goes to 3 sets, then the Flow Rider goats of Pablo Cardona and Leo Ausberger would also come into the calculations, depending on the number of games and possibly even the number of points. So I don't want our resident statistician to have an easy afternoon. One of these will win easily, but I don't think either of them are going to win easily. Really, really well matched. Tapia, say arguably the best player in the world. Alonso showed himself to be an outstanding player as well, as they won their opening match. But John Sanz and Luca Campagnolo, they were also very, very impressive yesterday as they beat the LA Beat pair of Pablo Lijo and Alvaro Cepero. Big fan of John Sanz. He's one of the most expressive players on the circuit. It's not hard to know what he's thinking. And Campa, player who's got a good touch, a steady arm, but can also produce the big shots when needed. So two pretty evenly matched pairings. I'm going to say that maybe Miami are slight favourites for me going into this one. But I'm also thinking that we could be in line for a 3rd set. There are the stats, how it's standing at the moment. Miami, 100% matches, 100% sets, 75% games, but they've only played 1 match. Cancun have played both of their matches. They're 100, 69%. New York, obviously 100%, but either New York or Miami are going to lose. Okay, and then behind them, Flow Rider, 100%. 80% of sets. They dropped a set, let's not forget, today, and that might well be very costly for them. Their game percentage is 58%, which isn't outstanding. So basically, Miami or New York wins. They're in the final if they do it in 2 sets. If not, then we'll all depend on the amount of games and points.
Right of the chair from Miami Padel Club, Eduardo Alonso and Augustin Tapia. The match will be played with golden point system.
Once again,
the match is
packed out.
3 sets.
This is the big match of the day, I think, for the neutral fans. Obviously, Miami, the home team. So how many of the 5 people here are neutral? I get the feeling that Augustin Tapia will
1 minute.
have most of the support. Just a minute to go in the warm-up. again. Our Snapchat man is getting active.
Time.
Okay, we're almost ready to go in our second match of the evening session, our last league session before we go into tomorrow, Sunday's podium day. One of these teams in line to play the Cancun Waves in our first men's final, if they win in straight sets. Alonso, by the way, 24 years old. He normally plays Jairo Bautista, who we saw playing in the last match of the early session, alongside Ari Sanchez, who produced a bit of a really entertaining game against Ausberger and Cardona, winning a set, which could mean Cardona and Ausberger missing out on the final, so depending on what happens here. Okay, final warm-up shots have been taken, down for the last. That is the last little chat with the coaches, little salute between John Sanz and Augustin Tapia, obviously teammates for the Miami Padel Club last year, but now rivals. So the message is clear: win and win in straight sets.
Time. Prepare to play. Players to court, please.
And here come Tapia and Alonso.
Alonso to play. Ready? Play.
Okay, Alonso serving. And away we go.
Out. 15 love.
Have you got the calculator out as well, Paul?
I've tried to. Basically, if one of these wins in straight sets, they go to the final against Cancun.
But
if they don't, then we get the calculators out.
Okay.
Out.
And a little long there for Edu.
I'll be checking my phone for regular updates.
But the thing is about this game, it's quite evenly matched. It is one I think might well go to a super tie break.
Whoa.
50
Apologising there. Campa.
Tapia again.
Oh, a bit wild there. John Sanz.
Able to get up so high, isn't he, Tapia? John Sanz sometimes just something he has reined in. is hitting it so, a little bit too high, a little bit wild.
Apologising Sanz to Camper off screen. Gets there, Camper, but he hits the net, does he? Yes, he does. Yeah, he grazed the net, and he straight away put his hand in the air.
When he waved his fingers, I was thinking he was waving it to say no, no, no.
As in, no, 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 the point's not valid.
Ah, you see, as opposed to no, 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 I didn't hit the net.
Sprinting off court. Great leap, but well, just he couldn't quite catch it. But yes, he did graze the net.
Wait, but we still have a golden point as that goes into the net. Oh, second serve. Nice little change of angle there.
Woof. Oh, we're recovered in Sanz again.
Bangs it
with
wide.
An error. Two costly mistakes. John Sanz.
Just snatching at it, maybe perhaps a bit of first game nerves.
Well, so with the coach straight away going across to John Sanz and just patting on the back also Camper, because at this level mistakes can prove really costly, and we saw that in that opening game in two good positions as well. John Sanz, bit of a wild smash mistake also from back court, gifting 2 points to Miami Padel Club. Now this is a quick switch of ends. After 3 games, it's a 2-minute break. Always a 2-minute break. 5, 7, 9 onwards. And Camper continues to, I wouldn't say give advice, but encouragement to John Sanz. I mean, Camper has been playing outstanding paddle here in Miami. John Sanz to serve. Tapia Alonso taking the first game in the first set. That was well controlled by Camper, not opting for power. Directed at Alonso. Great reflexes. Alonso in the game trying to get towards the net. And that's better from Sanz. Big winner. Normally at sea level, courts can be slow or slower. Of course, higher the court, higher the altitude, that ball travels faster through the air. But this is actually a quick court for a court that is at sea level. Seeing plenty of quick fire points here at this inaugural 2025 Pro Padel League event being held in Miami. And Camper brings it home. 1-1.
1 game goal. Augustin Tapia.
Tapia to serve. Winding up for the big one-handed smash. Oh, stunning play by Tapia. Camper, recovered by Alonso. Across Sanz, they switch positions back into place again. The passing shot, pick up. Tremendous rally. Oh, an excellent winner there from Tapia. And the crowd show their appreciation. What a point.
15 love.
And another good shot again from the world number 1. looking for that
Hold it
angle.
up.
Shot across, aiming for the fence. Sanz. This time, Tapia, and able to get on the end of Campa's smash. 40-15. So much riding on this men's doubles game.
Miami Padel Club.
The winner could,
They lead
not
by
guaranteed,
2-1.
but the winner could qualify for the final. First against second, the podium day on Sunday. We've had 3 days of group stage. This is the final day, started 2 days ago. And the competition, the quality of paddle has been getting better and better. Massive improvement also on last year. A really successful 2024. And there's been a bit of a boom here in the US. As far as courts are concerned, over 600, the vast majority built during the last calendar year. Let's hope that that growth will continue, in large part thanks to the PPL, promoting paddle in the US, but not just in the United States of America. From the 10th to the 13th of July, the PPL will be traveling across the pond to San Sebastián, Donosti, Spain, North Coast. Then into Mexico, Guadalajara, August the 14th to the 17th. At the end of August, there's an event, 30th to the 1st of September. PPL All-Star Festival, the Hamptons, USA. And then October, the PPL Cities Cup, New York, the venue again after a very successful the Cities Cup last year. It was held in November in 2024. It's been brought forward a month, going to take place in October. The top 8 teams, there are 10, the top 8 will qualify for the PPL, and the points they pick up on the men's and women's tournaments here will be added up, combined to see which 8 clubs make that season finale in New York. Campa to serve, 2-1 down. And able to get on the end.
15 love.
Alonso. Campo winds up. Let's fly it. It's not going to clear the back fence. Hook back into play. They switch back into position. Every player has their favourite side. Some do struggle when they play on the opposite side of the court.
The advantage for these two, though, is that John's left-handed and Campa right-handed, so they do complement each other very, very
really
well.
Well, yes, because they both got their strongest shot down the middle, where the vast majority of shots are won and lost.
15 all.
I said the winner, well, possibly the winner of this will play Cancun Waves, who are definitely the surprise package in the tournament so far.
The most improved team, and they actually missed out on the Cities Cup in New York.
Oh,
excellent.
Well played. No, just looking at it, the way the standings are for the women, obviously we know it's going to be New York Atlantics against the Flowrider Goats for the final. The way things are at the moment, ahead of our last match, which is
Arkansas Matrix.
The Cancun women's pair of Marina Lobo and Sofia Sainz at the moment are 4th, so they could be in the 3rd and 4th.
Great event for Cancun.
Might depend on what happens if the Arkansas Matrix. It's going to be difficult, I think, for the B
because they have a number of games won and lost.
Because they lost, the LAB lost 6-2, 6-2, so they've got a pretty bad games percentage.
Such a character. Camper, that we were seeing the replay of the shot, but there he was, pulling faces at the crowd.
But the Arkansas Matrix, who they won 6 points in their defeat to the Flowrider Goats, and that was the Flowrider Goats as well. So they might, if they get a decent win over the LA Beat in our
Could be
last
like
match.
the early game we saw, the women's doubles that New York Atlantics needed to win in straight sets and big.
If they got a win like that, that might put them fourth.
2 games all.
Well, this first set tied, entertaining. 12 minutes gone.
They look as if they enjoy themselves.
They're having fun out there. There's a relaxed vibe. We saw a bit of tension between, I wouldn't say tension, but a bit of banter between benches. They're celebrating points. They were getting louder and louder and louder. I'm sure we'll get that here. The further this game goes on, the more at stake. Because one of these two teams could qualify, or they could both miss out.
It will be like sort of.
He was there.
Yep.
He was there. He anticipated it well. And again, Camper is probably the most positive player I've seen play. Never a bad word.
And he always, you know, if he makes mistakes, he admits. If he thinks it's out, he says it. If he thinks it's in, he'll say it.
Tapia's another really positive player. You get some players that, you know, sometimes you can see they get frustrated. Arsberger's one, for example.
Well played, John Sanz.
15 all.
There's some players who maybe, not here, who will do anything to win.
Yes.
And will
Maybe, yes.
Will
yes.
resort to mind
But let's
games.
focus on the good players that are here. The players taking time out to come here to the US, promote the sport and enjoy the PPL. Up into the skies.
15.
I think from day one there's been a great vibe here because all the players converged on this centre. The Media Pro studios are just behind us and they had a really fun media day. Photo call.
15.
The players were joking and there was a table tennis table in the middle, which was hugely popular.
It's been popular amongst the commentators as well, hasn't it?
A few of us, yes. Hugely popular. We're not as good. Hugely possible. I mean, and the players were like, you know, laughing, joking, and Tapia was a very good table tennis player.
Out. Game.
I think he'll be up next in the
By 3 games to 2.
In the final, tie
LA Beat Arkansas Matrix
of day 3 of the competition. Now, this format will continue in San Sebastian and in Guadalajara in Mexico. The event in the Hamptons might see a few stars at, you know, try their hand at paddle. There'll be an exhibition game also a few clinics for those who want to try their hand at paddle along with these world-class athletes. We'd know before that the franchises that have qualified for the season finale in New York. So do stick with us. Enjoy paddle if you're watching, haven't played before, pick up a racket, go to your local club, local court, 4 friends. It's a fun sport. It's easier than tennis. It's tough to mastermind, but easy to pick up. And you will improve. You don't have to play like these guys do. It's difficult to do the shots they do, like smash it out of the court, those backhand winners.
The man with the Matrix.
Are you still being? Is
that Gonzalo Rubio?
That is Gonzalo Rubio, who looks like a chipmunk.
Wait, not usually, okay.
No, but there he does, thanks to this. It's been hugely popular. Whenever that camera's on, I kind of duck out the way. But we're sat here, we're kind of hidden.
I think we're hidden.
Thankfully.
Players to court, please.
I've not seen you in the ping pong table much.
No, that's because I'm
saving yourself, eh?
I don't want to.
For tomorrow.
Embarrass you all.
For tomorrow. I'm going to film it.
No, you're not.
We'll put it on the big screen here. A switch of ends.
Right, John Sanz to serve. 3-2 down, everything going with serve. Perhaps as we expected in this opening set.
Campa. Let's fly down the middle. Pick up there from Tapia. Oof. Well, I think Sanz could have got there. Now,
but it did go in the bench.
I was going to say, the Miami kind of like, no, stop.
I think he would have tried to get there.
I think they stopped him. He could have hurdled into the Miami bench. A rare mistake. Campa sending that flying into the net.
Yeah, a little break, little glimmer of a chance here, though. Love 30.
Winds up for the smash. Oh, off the post.
Was he a little bit too casual there?
I know, but that's his style of play. It's like nonchalant sometimes. Yeah. It's almost like effortless. He also kind of like disguises things, leaves things to the last minute.
Let's have a look. Aye.
And also there's plenty of spin on the ball. So as soon as it came off the racket face, kind of spun in the wrong direction into the fence. Nice block volley. Alonso. Probably see a few more balls fly his way than Tapia. It's only natural to focus your play.
Oh my word, that would have been special as he had his racket behind his back.
And Tapia just saying, well played. You know, he held in that point. Tapia, bit of a spectator.
Oi.
Oh, that's two mistakes. In this
two break points. Two break points. First opportunity here. Does really well there, I do.
Well, they both had their backs up against the glass, so they couldn't allow it to hit the glass. Had to strike it first time.
Does it work really well to get that over?
That deflection off the frame.
Yes. Golden point.
Another golden point.
Made it really difficult for Alonso. Tapia wants to receive.
Okay, golden point. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that, I think.
Yeah, it's a rare mistake from Tapia. 3-3.
Looking to turn, wasn't he, and put it straight down the middle.
They salvage 2 break points to tie the first set. Well played, New York Atlantics. You've got Andrea and Ari in that front row by the bench. They both celebrated that point. They would love to be joined on Sunday by their teammates. Good ball there, Alonso. Stayed back.
Oof. Oh,
Just going too long there from Campa.
Great rally again, though.
Seemed to be on the back foot for much of that rally, Miami, until that shot from Tapia that then had New York on the back foot and defending.
Once again.
Clever using that. Really clever using the fence.
Just
doesn't have to be the best of shots, just bounces, clips the fence.
And span back a little bit as well.
Back. It was really difficult for Sanz. Just quickly going across. Eddie getting a towel, drying the handle, the grip of his racket.
Certainly the warmest it's been in here. I mean, it's not boiling hot, but
it's full. It's been busy all day.
Just
well watched
gone long, well watched.
Eddie.
Little chat between Campa and John Sanz. Just makes Tapia wait a moment. And there it is. 4 games to 3.
They lead by 4 games to 3.
Everything going with serve. Just that one opportunity in the game before that. John Sanz and Campa saved 2 break points.
For both teams here looking to qualify for the main event, the second playoff. They would take on the Cancun Waves. If they lose that final, it's 19 points, which is a good return on the opening event of the year. The winner will take 25.
But what we've discussed is how many points you might need to get to the Cities Cup.
You said maybe 15, 20?
I reckon about 20, depending on how the tournaments go. But if we've got the tournaments that'll count, it'll be here, Guadalajara,
and the one in between,
San Sebastian.
Yes.
I reckon if you get to a final, that's a big chunk of points. So I reckon Cancun, I'll be looking and thinking, hey, you know, we've done really well.
If you also have 1 or 2 teams that dominate, they will qualify.
Well,
but that means that, you know, there won't be many teams picking up 25, 19, or even 15 points.
For example, it's not as if it's all going to be spread around evenly. Look at, it's very hard to imagine the flow rider goats never getting to a podium, not getting to a podium day. I think with the team they've got.
And the only reason maybe these two won't be on podium day, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, is because they're meeting in this group game.
Exactly.
But then in other tournaments, you will see them face off with the Flowrider Goats, with the Cancun Waves. You get the chance to play all the teams, obviously not at the same event because there are 10 teams.
But I think it means
not enough time to play all 9.
Maybe the slightly more middling teams might, without.
Okay, I'm going to jot down. You say what, 15 points?
I reckon about 20.
20. I'm going to go with 15.
Bearing in mind, you can finish if you finish 8th in a week in an event, you get 3 points.
You get 3 points. If you finish 9th, you get 1 point. 7th, 5, 6th, 7, 5th, 9 points. Top 4 teams get points in double figures. The winners picking up 25.
Out of 15.
Love 15.
Good lob. Drill down on the bajada from Campa.
Oh, that would have been an amazing shot.
30 love, once again right on the image, on the limit there, Edu.
Watch how he changes the grip there to try and flick it back up into play. Excellent, excellent.
Just had enough on it.
Just in case, Edu sprinted out the doorway and Tapia followed suit but stayed on court.
So once again, they've worked a decent opportunity here. 4 break points in the 8th game.
Excellent return. Didn't see it coming. Just dipped over the net. And we have our break and serving now for the first set.
It's a good moment to break, isn't it? Doesn't really give any chance to recover. It's straight in. Now you're serving for the set.
And also, by serving first and breaking now, you have this opportunity. You lose your service game as a counter break. Still, it's 5-4. And there's more pressure on New York Atlantics.
Good lob.
Little spoon lob that from Tapia.
Both come forward and changed his mind in the middle of the shot there.
Love 15.
Love 15.
Oh no,
30.
couldn't, no, he fell into the net.
Oh man, I was watching.
Just lost his balance.
Sometimes you got to watch.
You're watching where that ball was going to end up.
I was watching where the ball went.
Camper, you can see here, Camper goes up, and as he lands, he just falls into the net, tries to keep his balance.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Just spotted some strapping around that right ankle. You can see he's just working it a little, Camper.
That's a great recovery.
Also sent Camper back again. He was there ready to pounce on the ball and send a smash home.
Think about the fact that Camper, if it sometimes goes back, doesn't mean there's no danger.
No.
Oh, it just goes a bit long.
30-15.
Oh, 15, a little bit of frustration there from John.
Applause from the Miami bench.
Net. First serve. Out.
There you go.
There it is.
First set, 6-4 to the Miami Padel Club, which means something that it's going to be very difficult now for the New York Atlantics to play the final.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an uphill task for Miami. Brilliant first set. It's been entertaining. I think Alonso has been excellent alongside Tapia. Always a bit of pressure on you when you're playing alongside the world #1. But right now, it's looking very good indeed for, you can call them the home side, the local team, the club from Miami, Miami Padel Club. This venue being held, of course, at the Wayfair Arena in Miami. So Cancun are through to the men's final on podium day. If it is a 2-set victory for Miami, they will qualify. Flowrider Goats would qualify if this final now goes to 3 sets.
Time.
Hugely popular, this camera.
Players to good.
That's nasty. Well, ready to start this second set. Miami Padel Club taking the first set here. This is the evening session. Really exciting morning session here at the Wayfair Arena.
Sanz to serve, second set.
Let's do another matchup to come after this men's doubles game. But our focus now is on this second set. And Tapia with that topspin smash.
Love 15.
Not the biggest hitter, Tapia, but when you look at the array of shots he has, he ticks all the right boxes. I think the big hitters, you've got the Flow Rider Goats, Cardona, and Leo Auersberger.
Love 30.
But right now, they will not be in the final. They will qualify for podium day, third against fourth, but not the main event. Their spot is going to go to Miami, unless this match goes to 3 sets. As the Flow Rider Goats earlier today, in the final game of the morning session, dropped a set. Bautista and Maxi taking that match to a super tie break, which was won by Flow Rider Goats, but losing that set, dropping that second set, could prove very costly for the defending champions from Florida. Didn't quite get it up and over Alonso. Thirty-all.
Moment, please. The flash, please.
And just saying a fan, please do not use flash on their camera phones. Well, that was a big hit. And Alonso, not too sure whether to allow it to come off the back glass for Tapia, but there was such a kick on that smash that there was no chance for Tapia, especially with a standing jump. That's so cheeky. Whoa. Tapia with a quite incredible shot through the legs, back off the glass. I mean, didn't win the point, but that is my favorite shot. Favorite shot, I think, of the tournament so far. There we see the heat mat, Tapia and Alonso, and it was an excellent set. You can see that those shots from behind the service line, they have spent quite a lot of time deep. Now, of course, that is credit to their opponents, who have been very good. But there's an area there, 57%, right in front of that service line. They've been excellent, Tapia.
Yeah, that last shot, just one. I was literally down court side for it. Probably the most dangerous shot I've seen, I think, as well in Padel, if he'd have got that one wrong. But yeah, incredible.
But somehow used the, I mean, and also that quick thinking to conjure up a shot like that and get it back into play.
Exactly the level that you have to be able to consider something like that.
Yeah, don't try that one at home, please. Deft touch. Not all about power. Finesse. A key part also to paddle. So many elements to this game.
called it out there, Edu. And recovers tremendously.
Excellently.
Covers a lot of ground, doesn't he, Edu Alonso? Ooh.
Well watched by Campa.
30.
15-30.
Just in.
Tremendous leap. An even better winner.
40.
Positive start to this second set.
Good recovery, yep. Are we seeing a bit of mutually assured destruction paddle style?
I'll tell you what, if there's a break here, the ones cheering, along with the
Will be
Galactics,
the
will be the
Flow
Flow
Rider
Rider
Goats.
Goats. They just need this match to go to 3 sets. It's the one combination that could see them in Sunday's main event.
Hey, goes a bit long.
30-40.
New Atlantics could still qualify for the podium day, but they will be playing for 3rd or 4th.
Once again, couldn't control it there, Campa, so it takes it to a juice and a gold point, or golden point.
2 missed opportunities for New York Atlantics.
And our gold strobe lights. Once again, light up the arena for a couple of seconds. Whoa, what a winner there
what a
from
winner.
Tapia. He was a long way back once again, wasn't he?
Miami Padel Club. 1 game over.
Once again, Edu Alonso had to basically take a little bit of evasive action. Look at it. Look, Edu's reaction there is to like to watch him puff out his cheeks, go, whoa. You can't see it from that angle, but it's like a whoa.
It was a tremendous hit. And they managed to battle back. There were 2 break points.
Time.
1-1.
Time.
One more time and it's a warning and they lose a point.
Campa serving. Oi.
So good ground strokes there from the Brazilian.
Good serve again. Got power on it, John Sanz there. Just hit it a little bit too flat.
15-0.
Doesn't really get the top spin he was looking for.
Bit of a late bloomer, Campa. Playing his best paddle, turned 29 recently. Well played, Sanz.
30-15.
He's playing back home in Brazil, but realised he needed to move to Europe and to Spain to further his career.
4.
Now plays alongside Juan Tello.
Good pairing. Oi.
30-0.
Still work to do here on the serve.
get there.
Oh, don't know if that's going to drop. It is.
They always do.
Oh, that was
Time just seemed to stand still.
Which side is it going to drop? Oh, mine. Unlucky there, Edu Alonso.
Campa's laughing in a good way. As in relief.
Yeah, you think about it, that drops the other side and it's 2 break points. Yeah, well played, John Sanz, as well.
Just beyond the reach of Alonso. 2-1.
They lead by 2 games to 1.
Well, another little break, and so far everything going with the serve. Not been easy, but it is.
At the moment, it's Miami. They're going to be in that final. Against the surprise package from Mexico.
The Cancun Waves.
We were talking about this earlier today, before play started. Alex Ruiz, the captain of the Cancun Waves, sat out that second win with Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco,
I think
who play together regularly, playing together here and playing brilliantly. I don't know. I mean, as a captain, it's a tough call. He is the higher ranked player, but seeing how well the two play together, would he split?
I tell you, I think you keep Maxi Arce in for one simple reason. If you're going to rotate, the player you might drop or give a rest to would be Franco, but Alex Ruiz and Maxi Arce are both left-handed, so it's if he comes in, it's for Maxi Arce, who I thought played really, really well yesterday, and adds an extra dynamism to the team, which I think you'd probably need if you were playing either of these two.
And if you're playing
well, goes. That might be a different...
That might change.
That might change, you see.
What we saw earlier, Bautista and the Shark. Maxi played brilliantly, taking their match with Leo and Cardona to 3 sets by switching things up a little.
So maybe the experience would be useful, but at the same time, they're very technical, very smart players, though, aren't they? Del Bianco and Arce. That might be what you need.
They're sitting back, probably on their sofa, watching this unfold, waiting to see who they will face in Sunday's final. Great position to be in. Unlike the Flow Rider Goats, who need a good result here. Either team can win, but it needs to be in 3 sets. Miami need to win in 2 to qualify.
Great finish. Kicked up, got the top spin. Oh, unlucky. But 30 all, once again. Adapting very quickly. But couldn't quite keep the ball in, goes Tapia.
Might have gone out.
Out.
Still take the point.
Yeah, 2 break points. Once again, that ball just down the middle has just caused the moments of hesitancy between them.
What a big hit again from behind the service line. Tapia.
That was tremendously close as well for Campagnolo. That is a break, though. Big celebrations from John Sanz.
New York Atlantics. They lead by
Sanz is a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Currently 10th, his highest ranking 9th. Surprised that Campa has slipped down to 35 in the world, but of course 35. But he did pick up a bit of a knock and struggled with form with injury. I'm sure he'll bounce back. His highest rank was 18.
He's playing with Teo as well, so you'd expect them to be getting to the quarters on a regular basis at least.
Teo is a player from Argentina who spent a long part of his career playing alongside Fede Chingotto. Oof, that's still travelling.
That's missed time.
Again, Campa's smiling at his doubles partner. Managed to retrieve the ball. Luckily, there's a huge curtain at the end. They hit the freeway.
Whoa, well played.
We're seeing this go back and forth, and now momentum is definitely with New York Atlantics.
Stretching there, Augustin Tapia, couldn't get there.
(30-15).
Oh, tremendous.
And you're not going to get on the end of that one.
And Sanz celebrates along with Campa.
40-15, chance to go 4-1 maybe in this second set.
Now the pressure on Miami is huge. Not because they might not win this match, but they just can't afford to drop a set.
Out.
The winner will qualify for podium day, as 4 teams do. If it goes to 3 sets, the winner will not be playing Cancun in the final. It would be Flow Rider Goats, who were really frustrated after their game because they knew that they'd lost a set and could miss out on the final. But we were doing our maths, looking at the numbers, checking the games won, and there was an outside opportunity for them to qualify. And right now, 2 more games.
What was the score for the Flow Rider against San Diego? It was... I'll just check on that.
It was a super tiebreak victory for Flow Rider Goats, the defending champions, against Maxi and Jairo Bautista.
Time.
This is a massive team talk over by the Miami bench. Tapia, high fives. Alonso, first player out onto the court is Campa, followed by Sanz, now joined by Tapia and Edu Alonso. Miami took the first set 6-3. Campa and Sanz the second set 4-1. Good hit. Tapia. Quite a few local fans in the house.
Just looking at it, Cardona and Augsburg in the 2 matches they've played. Okay, the first one they won 7-6, 6-3, so that's 9 games against them. And in the second one it was 6-2, 3-6, and then
super tiebreak.
A super tiebreak. So 17
recovery.
games. Sorry, 17 games that they dropped.
Hold it up.
Oh, out.
40-15.
Going for the shot down the line.
Game.
Passing shot there.
Miami
Crashing
Club.
into the tape.
New York Atlantics lead 4-game 2-2.
Important to hold on to their serve. Now the turn of Campa, serving 4-2 up in the second set.
Out. Love 15.
You got to touch it. No, he
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
Okay, by the right.
The umpire wasn't too sure.
I'm looking at it, and if
The umpire wasn't too sure, but it was again Tapia just stuck out his arm and said no.
if the Atlantics want to get to the final, they need to win, but they could only, I think they can only afford to drop one more game in the set. But as I say, I failed maths. Well played.
He's insulting.
All.
30 all.
Well, the Flow Rider goats are rubbing their hands. They were always going to be involved on podium day, apart from playing that third, fourth playoff. They could be playing in the final.
40-30.
Oof. But now we're at the situation that we're talking about earlier on is they know what they need to do, the Miami players, Gus and Edu. So do they really try and force things? And would that lead them to make more errors?
I mean, this is the point they need to win.
Yeah.
They break back now. They hold their serve. It's 4-4. It will make for a very dramatic finale.
So this is a huge point, not just for today, but also for tomorrow.
He'll get there.
Oh!
He got there.
Game, New York Atlantics.
5-2 to the Atlantics in this second set.
Well, got there, Alonso. But just unable to direct it to the other side of the court.
Didn't have much of an angle, did he? It's 'cause
I think, you know, look, Campa runs towards the gateway, almost to put him off. Watch here.
But he... Well, I think he knows what happens if he's going to get there. It's got to drop into the net. And that's what he has to be.
I mean, the toughest thing is actually getting there. It's not easy to play that shot back onto the court under pressure. Well, Tapia and his doubles partner, Alonso, have their work cut out in this second set.
Time.
Oh, such a huge golden point for New York Atlantics, and even bigger for the Flow Rider Goats, who could have both their men's and women's teams in the main event on Sunday.
Yep.
Approaching the hour mark in this match, 57 minutes gone. 6-3 first set. Tapia, Alonso trailing 5-2 to Campa and Sanz in this second set.
Still in the set though, I mean, still just that break, isn't it? But you've got to get it, and it's not easy.
And able to keep that in play, Campa. Just has to wait for his opponents, the Argentine.
Ooh, once again, that's third or fourth time we've seen that happen. Well played.
Excellent.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, brilliant, Tapia.
On the lock.
So it's going to put...
He's so good, it always seems like he's walking or trotting from one spot to another.
That's brilliant. Oh, he got that. But there was no way John Sanz was getting that.
Oh no, that's so unlucky again.
40-15 still.
Into the tape, Alonso.
Just approaching the hour mark in this match.
Not going to miss from there, is he?
Nope. 5-3. So John Sanz to serve for the second set.
5 games to 3.
And then it's get your calculators out time.
La 15.
15.
And they take the first point. Mistake by the Brazilian. No mistake there. 15-all. And Tapia just saying, sale fuera mucho. There's a good angle on that shot. You've got to get out as far as possible. And almost hurdling the advertising here. That's actually protecting those sat in the first row.
Be brave.
And he was.
40-15.
Whoa, three set points. I'm just trying to do my mental maths, and they only dropped 4 points in their opening, four games in their opening match, Tapia and Alonso. And if they lose this set, they'll have lost another 9, which is 13 in total, isn't it?
Good shot there, Tapia.
40-30.
Stunning. That went so hard.
Taking their time. Sanz serving 40-30. Are we in for another golden point? Oh, Tapia takes over.
Oh, it's still
Full
alive,
stretch
though.
camper.
Brilliant.
Ah, excellent, golden point.
Whoa.
Still in this. Miami still alive.
Just feel the tension in these points, though, can't you? On the court, in the stands, in the commentary box too. Volley.
Chance here.
And it is. Whoa, there's the second set. So super tiebreak.
And second set, New York Atlantic.
Oh, they tried, didn't they?
6-game.
Miami.
2-3.
6-3.
Super tiebreak.
They took the first set. New York Atlantics tying things here at the Wayfair Arena, taking the second set. Identical scoreline, 6-3. And this match will be decided in a super tiebreak. Well, watching some of the highlights, enjoying some of the highlights. It's been a thrilling 3 days here in Miami. What a way to start the season. Great venue, the Wayfair Arena. A great game too between these two powerhouses, two heavyweights in action.
We really thought this was going to go all the way, didn't we?
It was the one that we had earmarked for potential super tiebreak. Now, first to 10 points. That's how we decided. But you need to win by 2.
Exactly. So, as I always say, 10-8.
As you always say.
11-9. 13-11.
Time.
You're not that bad at maths.
I can do differences of 2. It was like when letters got involved, I had a few problems.
So we've had, and now 5 minutes, just over, of this game between Lucas Campagnolo, John Sanz, defending the jersey of New York Atlantics, and for Miami Padel Club, Augustin Tapia, Edu Alonso.
Same format as a normal tiebreak, just longer.
Eduardo Alonso to serve, super tiebreak.
Always good to start with the first point.
1-0. Miami Padel Club. Sanz to serve.
Not much more he could have done there. Oh, and again.
You're not going to get that
What a
one.
winner,
Too low.
Tapia.
I think Campa should have killed that though. He waited and then.
Sometimes when you have too much time,
Yeah.
Miami.
it's worse. Spoiled for choice.
What should I do? Was it going to bounce
Which
high
side?
enough?
Miami.
Little mini break to the good though. Not quite sure how significant mini breaks. It's obviously better to be up than down, but
Yes. After 6 points, they'll swap ends.
oof.
2-all.
Oh yeah, he's talking to the team there, to the rest of the. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, trust. He's like trusting me.
Who's
I
the
can
da-
do this.
Who's
I
the
can
da-
do this.
Who's
I
the
can do
daddy?
this.
Who's the daddy?
Need to get the calculator out to see what happens to the loser if they lose this super tie break.
I reckon they still might have a
They
chance.
could potentially qualify. Still. Oh, excellent, Sanz.
Whoa.
Darts across and hits another winner.
New York.
But whatever happens, we're going to have Cancun against one of these two, perhaps, or one of these two against the Flow Rider Goats. It's all good, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest, it's all
two
good.
great games. I think the final's going to be Cancun Waves, Flow Rider Goats, as things stand.
And then we could see these two again.
So, brought up by the umpire's chair.
Yeah,
And again, another put away, New York Atlantics.
I think he learned his lesson that time, didn't he? Just get out there and batter it. We've just been told that it's much closer, even closer than we thought. It's going to go right down to the wire who plays in the final and who plays in the third and fourth.
Time.
Now let's still enjoy this super tie break.
And
First to 10, Campagnolo to serve.
And basically the points in this super tie break could also be decisive.
The ball, please.
Well, the crowd again showing their appreciation. Great crowd. Have been throughout
I think
this four-day event.
everyone knew this was going to be a great match.
Hasn't disappointed. Super tie break. 4-3. Tapia just quickly darts across to the team bench. Dries off. Sweaty handle. Talking tactics now with Alonso. Probably telling his doubles partner where he wants that serve to go.
Whoa.
Alonso battles back, along with Tapia. 4-4. Great angle, amazing pickup. Has to use that back glass, uses it very well.
Another one of those quick fire points and great anticipation.
Oh, Tapia, with the help of Alonso, turn things around in the super tie break. Up 5-4.
5-4. Miami.
They were 4-2 down when they switched ends.
There is time.
There
There is time in a super tie break, isn't there, though, to make up a bit of ground. So John Sanz, 5-4 down. Needs to make this one stick. And they do. 5-all.
5-4.
Now serving. Take the lead. It's with serve now, this super tie break.
Right in. Right on the line. But he just punted that one over the top.
Well watched. That was, I mean, when you're so in a point, it's difficult to try and have that pulsar, that pause. And Alonso just held back enough to watch it fly past. Because in these long rallies, sometimes you just hit everything that comes at you. You don't think about it might go out. It's coming at me, I'll hit it. That mini break means that 2 serves now for Tapia. In them both. They'll be leading 8-5 after trailing 4-2.
And that's one of them.
And the home crowd delighted, inching closer to victory. Miami.
Quick change of ends.
Time. They are to court.
Whoa.
Really decent serve.
8-5.
Miami.
Bit of clean between them two. Bit of blue sky there. Has to hold this serve, Campa, or it's basically
The flash, please.
4 match points. No.
Oh, yes!
Oh.
He's kept it in play.
Is he going to get there in time, though?
Oh, that's very good, though. But look at Campa. Campa is applauding Tapia.
Well, if you have to lose a point, I presume that's the way to do it.
What pace.
8-6.
But I have to say, very, very
Miami.
clinically finished the point by John.
Yes. Not easy.
No, no.
It's one of those ones, again, where you have all the time in the world. Earlier, we saw Campa miss that kind of opportunity.
Once again, pressure on the serve. Got to hold it. Just held one.
Great lob. Oh, tremendous. Oh no.
9-6. Miami.
Campa acknowledges that it was just out. What sportsmanship.
We were saying about that earlier
Wow.
on, weren't we? We were saying that about him earlier on. So, match points.
Eduardo Alonso.
Turned a 4-2 deficit into a 9-6 lead.
We're not going to stick our necks out and say who is going to play Cancun still. We're going to let our people do the numbers, do the sums, and then we'll let you know as soon as we have the information.
Confirmation, 100%.
We don't want to stick our necks
Still one
out.
more time to look forward to.
As I say, I got my maths wrong.
And there it is, the winner. Miami take the super tie break, 10-6.
Well, it's fitting we had a super tie break because that was a super match. Fantastic from both the Atlantics and Miami, serving up 1 hour and 20 minutes of stunning entertainment, which could have gone either way. As it is Miami with Augustin Tapia and Eduardo Alonso who take it across the line.
Oh, the coaches shaking hands. Such a good, entertaining, thrilling, back and forth match between four very talented players. Alonso was excellent. That form kind of dipped in that second set because Campa
And John
was outstanding.
were both
and
great.
John as well.
Yeah, yeah. So the good news is we will see them tomorrow. We're just not quite certain when we will see them.
There is the match point from the Sky Cam. And we have our courtside reporters taking slightly longer to interview the winners. Why? Because they're over celebrating. Lots of people on that team bench.
So after
It was tense for a moment. It didn't look good for Tapia. Well, Alonso and Tapia playing extremely well and coming back from being 4-2 down in the super tie break. It is until 10, which of course takes a bit of pressure off the players, a bit more of a safety net. Impressed also by the New York Atlantics. They've put together a very good team on the men's and the women's.
Exactly, yep. They're going to be candidates, aren't they, all the way through? All the way through.
Well, they made the semi-final last year of the Cities Cup. They lost to Miami, that semi-final. And here they are, the winners.
We'll hear from them, and then we'll take a little break before we come back with our last match of the day, the last match of the sort of the group stage or the league stage, which is the LA Beat against the Arkansas Matrix. And in the women's match, there are options to finish fourth, to make the podium day, especially for Arkansas. So let's hear what Gus and Edu have to say with Arantxa and Javi.
Congratulations, you're going to the finals and I can see it on your faces.
Bueno, pues enhorabuena a los chicos de Miami que estarán en la final de mañana. Enhorabuena, Augustin Tapia y Eduardo Alonso. Un aplauso para ellos. Enhorabuena, Agus. Una nueva final con este equipo, con Miami. Ya estás acostumbrado a ellas, pero no deja de ser especial. Enhorabuena.
Congratulations, you're in the final. What can you tell us?
Bueno, buenas tardes a todos. Sí, es muy especial. Sabemos al equipo que estamos representando. La verdad que estoy muy contento de jugar con Edu, de representar a este gran equipo con él. Así que nada, mañana tenemos una nueva final, la primera de Edu con Miami. Así que bueno, nos toque contra quien nos toque. Vamos a salir a hacer un gran pádel, a correr todas las pelotas y nada, a ver si se puede dar.
So tomorrow we're going to give our best. Tomorrow it's a new opportunity on this final, his first final actually, and very happy with his teammate, with his whole team, and they're concentrated on what tomorrow comes.
Bueno, precisamente sí, es contra Cancún. Agus, que me preguntaba rival. ¿Te gusta el rival?
Me gusta. Bueno, son todos duros y están en las finales porque se lo merecen, así que nada, vamos a intentar ganarlos. Así que nada, muy contento de poder estar un día más acá, disfrutando no solo de en pista, sino también de esta gran ciudad.
It's actually against Cancun, so he is really happy about the rival he'll have for tomorrow.
Bueno, Edu, primera final, lo decía Agus, con este equipo de Miami, bienvenido a la PPL. Ha sido llegar y besar el santo, como aquel que dice, partido muy complicado, que se ha ido hasta el super tiebreak, os lo han puesto muy difícil, acumulando mucho volumen de juego. ¿Cómo estás ahora mismo? Enhorabuena.
Welcome to the final, welcome to the family, and it hasn't been easy at all, but how do you feel about this?
Bueno, muy buenas a todos, me siento un poco cansado, la verdad, me las han tirado todas. Pero no, estoy muy contento de haber sumado nuestra primera final aquí en Miami con este gran equipo junto a Agus. Creo que ha sido un partido muy duro, John y Campa han jugado muy bien. Pero nada, creo que es una gran victoria, estoy muy feliz y espero mañana seguir dándolo todo para conseguir ganar otro partido más.
So tomorrow they're concentrated in giving up their best because he's tired, it's been a tough match and their opponents have been great. So, Javi, time to go to our next tie, but great level what we're living here at the PPL.
Enhorabuena, Miami, que ya está en la final. Edu Alonso y Augustin Tapia, un aplauso para ellos. Que no se mueva nadie porque la acción sigue aquí en la PPL.